Today we're going to take a special look at the PWI magazines from recent time until now, meaning everything I have from 2014 until 2024. Let's go. Here we go. We start off with the first one I got. It was a PWI 500 with Daniel Bryan on the cover. And you're going to notice a trend. There's going to be a lot of cartoon atmospheres for these PWI 500 covers when it comes to WWE being on the cover. Next up, we got Brock Lesnar on the cover. That, of course, has the first, sorry, not the first, but has the annual female 50 for the PWI. Brock Lesnar on the cover here for the year-end awards. How to win Wrestler of the Year in 61 minutes and 49 seconds. We got Seth Rollins on the cover of this one for the report cards. He earns an A+ that year because he was doing phenomenal, and this next magazine shows that because it's Seth Rollins on the cover from WrestleMania 31 winning the WWE Championship. Of course, these wrestling magazines here were $6.99 at the time, and they came out every other month, so it was pretty easy to collect these, hence why I bought Kevin Owens being on the cover. I wasn't a big Kevin Owens fan at this time, but I was so deep into collecting magazines now, it was like, let's just go. Let's just continue on. And December 2015, we got the PWI 500 with Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, and John Cena on the cover. So that's 1 year of magazines right there. And by this time now, I knew I was back into it full force. So I just continued on. And honestly, the price was pretty good, right? $6.99. You can't go wrong with that. PWI 50 here with Nikki Bella on the cover, getting the top spot that year. The PWI year-end awards. 2016 here, $6.99 still. Can't go wrong. $7 for a magazine where you can see the big dog, Roman Reigns, reigns supreme. AJ Styles makes the top picture here for our top 100 stars being reported on, with AJ got an A+. So, all right, AJ. He was just signed with the WWE here, I believe, at this moment too, because this is WrestleMania 32, and AJ and Jericho are on the cover there. Roman wins the title at that one. That was a very long WrestleMania from what I can remember. Not as long as the one with Rousey and Becky and Flair. That one went until like almost 1 a.m. in the morning, but that one was long too, WrestleMania 32. We got the return of Seth Rollins coming back from that injury that he sustained with his knee, and he makes the hot seat here for PWI. And here we go. Roman Reigns makes the number 1 for Pro Wrestling Illustrated 500. Again, a very interesting cover like that Daniel Bryan one, a cartoon kind of vibe, an art vibe. Very neat. The next one is February 2017. We got Kevin Owens on the cover, but this is the 9th annual PWI Female 50. Charlotte Flair got number 1, and I don't know why she didn't make the cover. It would have made sense, but they gave it to Kevin Owens. AJ Styles, Wrestler of the Year for 2016. That is the year-end awards. AJ would go on to win that 2 more times coming up too. He 3-peat in a row. That is incredible. June 2017, we get Charlotte now on the cover with Sasha Banks. Of course, they were the 2 top women at the time for the WWE. And August 2017, we got WrestleMania. A look at that. We see John Cena proposing to Nikki Bella. That didn't work out too well. And the Hardys returned that night to win the Raw Tag Team titles. Brock Lesnar on the cover of the October 2017 one. And now we get a cover which isn't a WWE star. It's Okada for December 2017, the PWI 500. Okada comes in at number 1. First time ever a Japanese wrestler comes in at number 1 for PWI. And it wasn't, there was no WWE star, or WCW star, or ECW star, or TNA star. It was a Japanese wrestler from New Japan Pro Wrestling, came in at number 1 with Okada. Braun Strowman makes the cover of the 10th annual PWI Female 50. So I don't think Braun was in that ranking, but okay. AJ Styles, right here, Wrestler of the Year twice in a row for April 2018. Good shot with him with the WWE Championship. The grades are in for June of 2018. And August 2018, we get Ronda Rousey on the cover of her first wrestling magazine with Triple H. That was the big WrestleMania tag match that they had at WrestleMania 33. Brock Lesnar on the cover here for October with the Universal title. And shockingly enough, PWI 500 isn't a WWE superstar, but it's not a Japanese superstar either, but it is a wrestler from Japan. It's Kenny Omega, the reigning IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Him and Okada having those great matches, that great feud for the year or so there. So it makes sense that both men somehow made it at the top of the PWI 500 back-to-back years. So incredible. February 2010, we get Ronda Rousey on the cover. This time it's the top 100 for women. So this time frame, women are doing great, getting a little stronger, getting a little better. Fans are getting into it. The women are going from 50 to 100. That's awesome. And Cody Rhodes, this is for you, Dad. That's right. Cody finished the story winning the NWA World title from Nick Aldis. He would go on to do that storyline again in the WWE with much greater rewards, right, with the WWE Championship. Year in awards, April 2019, we got Becky Lynch with Woman of the Year. And AJ won his third year-end award, Wrestler of the Year there. Here we see Daniel Bryan on the cover, June 2019, with his ecosystem-friendly WWE Championship. That's when Daniel Bryan went heel. Very weird time, right? Daniel going heel. A lot of fans love Daniel Bryan, kind of like how they loved Steve Austin at WrestleMania 17 when he went heel. It made no sense, but Daniel Bryan didn't stay heel for long. He lost the title to this man, Kofi Kingston, at WrestleMania. That's August 2019. And Kofi Mania was running wild. October 2019, we finally get a non-WWE promotion on the cover. It's All Elite Wrestling. And this is the time frame where I loved AEW. Cody Rhodes was had the pen and paper writing the story, writing the show. AEW Dynamite was not miss, television. You had to see it. And not anymore, unfortunately. Not a fan. Seth Rollins on the cover here, December 2019, for the number 1 PWI. And again, a very cool cartoon artistic drawing of Seth there. And his future wife, I don't think they were married yet at the time, or they were probably seeing each other, but she made the cover of February 2020 for our Women's 100. Becky Lynch cleans up the division. April 2020, we would see Adam Cole, baby, win Wrestler of the Year for the year-end awards. I don't think Adam Cole will ever be Wrestler of the Year again, unfortunately, or even in the running. He's had some bad luck in AEW with injuries and his body shaming because he's not working out, and fans have kind of come pretty hard on Adam Cole lately. For poor guy. For June 2020, we get AJ Styles, Wrestler of the Decade. How fitting! He just won Wrestler of the Year 3 years in a row. Why not give him the Decade one? August 2020, the COVID era begins. We see Drew McIntyre with the WWE Championship from possibly the worst WrestleMania in history. Imagine if that WrestleMania was in front of 100,000 fans with Drew defeating Brock. The place would have erupted. Drew definitely got the shaft there, unfortunately. As we all did. The world sucked during the COVID era. Charlotte Flair makes the cover of October 2020. And December 2020, we get an AEW star ranked number 1 for the PWI 500. It's Jon Moxley with the AEW World title. So now all 3 members of the Shield have been number 1 for PWI 500. January 2021, we get the women's top 100 with Bayley coming in at number 1 and Sasha Banks at number 5. February 2021, we get the first ever Tag Team 50 ranking. There we see FTR. We see Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega. There's the Bloodline right there. Before they were the Bloodline, right? It's Tonga Toa and Tonga Loa. April 2021. This cover I do not like. Orange Cassidy is on the cover. Orange, you glad it's over? He won Most Popular Wrestler of the Year that year. I am not an Orange Cassidy fan. Never have been. Never will be. He makes professional wrestling look ridiculous, and professional wrestling already gets hassled enough, and him doing it, May 2021, we got Supercards, the return of the Supercards, talking about the big events that were happening at that time. In June of 2021, oh, by the way, I should say this now, we're up to $7.99 a magazine. That started, when did that start? Right here. The one with Jon Moxley. So we're up to $7.99 from $6.99. So I'm now paying an extra $1. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. It happens. I get it. Bianca Belair on the cover of June 2021. We get 4 of the sports artists Hottest stars tell all: Kenny Omega, Bobby Lashley, Maki Ito, and Leo Rush. I don't know about Leo Rush, that's for sure. October 2021 does a throwback to the first ever PWI magazine with the visual there on the cover. November 2021, we get Rock and Roman. The iconic battle we must see, but when will we see it? This year at WrestleMania is my bet, is when we'll see it. And the PWI 500, an AEW superstar, comes in at number 1. Kenny Omega is your number 1 wrestler of the year. Not too bad, right? I mean, that's it's nice to see some more talent, more shine on something that isn't WWE. It's now we're seeing with AEW, so that's kind of fun. First ever women's 150. We're up to 150 now for January 2022. So the women have jumped from 50 to 100 for 2 issues, and then up to 150. That is amazing. Women's wrestling was just on the break here. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but they're getting better. February 2022. Big E W champion. Unfortunately, I don't think that'll ever happen again, but he had his run. He did well with it, and he was a great champion. The year-end awards for April 2022 was AEW influenced big time. Only one WWE star got an award. It was Edge for, I believe, Inspirational Wrestler of the Year. Everything else went to All Elite Wrestling Talent. May 2022, we get Okada on the cover again with a trip around the world of wrestling. Becky Lynch on the cover here. I'm at the top of my game. That is for June. We get August 2022 with a Supercards one. Look at that. The NWA Crockett Cup is on the cover of a 2022 magazine. That's the late Jay Briscoe with his brother Mark winning that one. Thunder Rosa versus Jade Cargill. AEW Women's Champ, AEW TBS Champ on the cover, October 2022. Jade, of course, now with the WWE. There's the PWI 2022 poll. And PWI 500 for December 2022. We got a lot of stars on the cover there. It's kind of neat to see. PWI 150 again for January 2023 with 3 Japanese stars that I do not know. February 2023, the Usos come in at number 1 for the top tag team of the year. The year-end awards for April 2023. AEW and WWE stars on the cover. We get the first official magazine cover of Mercedes Moné. That's right, Sasha Banks, the former Sasha Banks, now Mercedes Moné, doing her thing in Japan before she got injured, unfortunately. The June 2023 is a special tribute to the old PWI magazine that had the UWF on the cover, going for the PWI Cup or whatever it was. This is the women going for the TNA, or I guess at the time, Impact Knockouts Championship. Supercards 2023 for August. We get the, I don't know, is that a poll one? What is that? Or is that just a normal magazine with stuff? I mean, now, by the way, the magazines have gotten more than 6. They've gone up to 7, 8, 9 issues usually now. There's November 2023 with Matt Cardona on the cover. He should have been on the cover when he won the NWA World title like a year earlier, but they didn't. They put Becky Lynch on the cover, but it should have been Matt. And there's a 33rd annual PWI 500. We got Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Jon Moxley. The Shield coming in at 1 through 3. That's $9.99, by the way. So that's a jump from $7.99 to $9.99. But we go back down to $7.99 in January with Rhea Ripley as the number 1 women's 250. We're up to 250 now. Went from 50 to 100 to 150, 250. That's how many women wrestlers are out there doing their thing. Amazing. Timeless Toni Storm coming in here in March of 2024. April of 2024 goes to the Judgment Day on the cover of the year-end awards. They took the group stable of the year. The Dirty Dom won Most Hated. I think Rhea Ripley won Women of the Year. So, yeah. May 2024. This is where the price jump again happens. $7.99 US, $10.75 Canadian. What a rip, but whatever. We see Japan on the cover for that one. June 2024, Mustafa Ali with the TNA X Division Championship is on the cover. kind of mimicking Ric Flair when he had the NWA title. August 2024, we get Cody Rhodes finishing that story and winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Roxanne Perez on this cover of October 2024 at the NXT Women's Championship. Gold Rush, fall of 2024. Now we're in fall. We go from month to season. Fall 2024, Gold Rush, Mercedes Moné with the IWGP Strong Championship and the AEW TBS Championship. Back to a month again. It's December 2024. The 34th annual PWI 500 with WWE Champion Cody Rhodes coming in at number 1. And back to Holiday 2024, Women's 250, taken by Timeless Toni Storm at number 1 with the AEW Women's Championship on the cover. There you have it, folks, from 2014 to 2024. This magazine just came out. It's on your newsstands right now, the Women's 250 with Timeless Toni Storm on the cover. Also inside your 2024 Achievement Awards ballot, because that will be coming out not on the next issue. That next issue will be the top 100 tag teams, whatever they're doing. They might even have that number up higher now. It will be the issue after that, I believe, should be or I don't know, they might be adding more magazines in. I don't know what they're doing anymore, because they're going from month to season, back to month, now to holiday. I mean, this is why it's hard to collect wrestling magazines if you're getting into it kind of blindly and you don't really know, because you might be searching for months that don't exist. So I'm hoping I can help you guys out with the newer magazines if you want to collect these. These are in order. I'm not missing one from that PWI 500 with Daniel Bryan on it to this one. I would like to show you other ones from the 2000s, like from 01 through 13. I don't have all of them. I'm not even close to having all of them, because they're just hard to find online. That there's just not a lot of them out there, and I think it's because maybe a lot of people weren't collecting at the time, because wrestling was kind of Even I wasn't, right? I wasn't collecting them. So, but this is for the 2014 to 2024. I hope this was informative for you guys, especially those out there who want to collect these newer ones, or just want to collect certain ones with depending who's on the cover. Any questions, just leave a comment. I'll get back at you about these ones. And until I do my next one, I'll talk to you guys later.